Hello, every internet surfers. Today we're gonna be going through a timeline of one of the most massive web series here on the internet. That is Becker's Animator versus Animation series. Before we started, I recommend all of you to go watch them all first because this video also contains spoilers and might ruin the series' emotional moment for you if you haven't watched it. On June 3rd, 2006, an animator called New Guy 3 would create a stick figure, naming it Victim, for the purpose of it being New Guy's source of entertainment, via tormenting the stick figure. Though Victim tried to escape the animator's grasp, it failed to do so, and thus, over the course of almost a year, the stick figure would get tortured time and time again by New Guy, whether it to be drowning, getting hit by a car, or getting bombed. So, Victim wanted it to be over. Every time the stick figure perishes, New Guy will brought it back by creating a new one and naming the symbol Victim, carrying the past victims' memories, ensuring that the stick figure will never be able to escape or forget these torments by New Guy, until a miracle happened. On March 15th, 2007, while New Guy was busy, Victim, though seemingly too traumatized and broken to be able to do anything anymore, found a way out. After escaping, Victim manages to find a new life in the alternate with his partner and people that he can call his home and his family. We'll check back on him later. Around 7 to 8 months after Victim escape, New Guy would create a new stick figure, but this time with a little twist. Due to possibly wanting a challenge, New Guy would name the stick figure the Chosen One, giving the stick figures incredible physical performance and new power. But even with these new additions, the stick figures still got outsmarted by the animator, trapping it in a box, before being forever enslaved as an ad blocker. However, around 3 years later, on October 2nd, 2011, New Guy would make a huge blunder, allowing the Chosen One to escape and wreak more havoc onto the animator's PC. In an attempt to bring the stick figure down, New Guy would make another stick figure, now in red, and naming it the Dark Lord, intending for it to take down the Chosen One, and later possibly serve the animator willingly. But this proved to be another mistake. The Dark Lord, after being overpowered by the Chosen One, would team up with the Black Stick figure and cooperate in destroying the animator's PC. With the two stick figures working together, New Guy was overpowered and outsmarted, resulting in New Guy's PC being destroyed and stuck in a forever blue screen of death. Before that happened, the Chosen One and the Dark Lord would make an escape by going into the internet. There, both stick figure would wreak havoc onto the World Wide Web, causing destruction and losses everywhere they would go. While that is happening, why don't we go check out on our good friend Victim? Victim, now 4 years after his escape and crash landing on the alternate, had made himself a new life, filled with amazing people and friends, including Agent, his close friend and employee, and getting a lovely partner named Missy. While the town was partying and celebrating Victim Organization 4th year anniversary, something weird would begin to happen. Every person that originated from the site Newground would begin to disappear in a green flash, one by one. This includes some of the party participant, Agent, and Missy. Missy, who got transported back to Newgrounds, saw her profile picture being disintegrated. But before she can guess what is happening, she would saw Agent, her close friend, in pain, prompting her to go help him and get him to a safe place. But due to her kind-hearted nature, she would fall victim to the ongoing destruction. Agent trying to go help her to escape we saw her got hit by a large fireball from the people who started the destruction, that being the Chosen One. So Agent wanted to know who they are and why are they doing this. Seeing their capabilities, Agent was forced to run to safety, while the Chosen One and the Dark Lord continue their destruction. Back to the party, Victim, who is still shocked by what has happened, was relieved seeing that his close friend has survived. Wanting to know what has happened and why Agent seemed so grief-stricken, Victim put Agent into a memory machine. There he see it. The destruction, the chaos, and Missy, the person who comforted him, helped him build this new organization and his new life. Death. All by the hands of a stick figure like him. It has come back to haunt him again. Back to the Chosen One perspective, though he seems to like the destruction as much as the Dark Lord, in a brief glance, would seem to start questioning the purpose and become worries of this destruction caused by both him and the Dark Lord. We'll check back on the three of them later. On October 2nd, 2014. 3 years after the Dark Lord and the Chosen One escaped and New Guy's OPC destruction, New Guy's, whilst he was animating, an orange stick figure would be called by his wife to do the laundry. Unbeknownst to him, however, that the orange stick figure would begin to move and gain his own sentience, like his predecessor. The unnamed stick figure would start messing around New Guy's desktop, but in a more curious and peaceful manner, compared to the Chosen One or the Victim. The stick figure would later make friends and bringing them with him to go have fun on New Guy's desktop. New Guy would later come back only to see their meddlings on his desktop. It has happened again. New Guy, not wanting the incident to happen again and buy a new PC again, would begin to end process each new friends that the orange stick figure has made. But before New Guy can end process the orange stick figure, he would saw it named the Second Coming. Before continuing to end process the stick figure, it didn't work. The Second Coming is too resistant to be ended. The stick figure, enraged by New Guy's murder of his new friends, now has only one objective: in the Animator. New Guy, stunned by this revelation, would start seeing a flash of the Chosen One, the stick figure that destroyed his old PC. The Second Coming of the Chosen One might start to begin. The stick figure started by ruining New Guy's image on Facebook, before going into the animator's phone, destroying the app's layout, and trying to escape from the animator's grabs. The Second Coming manages to destroy the animator's cursor, causing New Guy to be unable to react to anything the stick figure is doing. After New Guy recovers his cursor, he would try to delete everything that the Second Coming has drawn in the app, before he started to reconsider. He started to calm down, but that calmness didn't last long, before he would delete all the drawings and box the stick figure. Before New Guy can do anything to the stick figure, however, it began to talk, and beg for New Guy to not delete it. New Guy, shocked by this new knowledge, would make a new proposal to the Second Coming, that if the stick figure helped him to animate, the New Guy would let him roam around his PC however he liked, as long as the stick figure doesn't wreck his PC. New Guys also brought back the Second Coming's new friends, back all with their memories of mating the stick figure. Seeing this to be good for both of them, the animation and the animator started to animate together. 5 months later, both New Guy and the Second Coming had become great friends with each other, including the new friends that the orange stick figure made too. The Second Coming would help New Guy improve in drawing, animating, and provide some assistance on New Guy's work. If they are both done, New Guy would let the Second Coming hang out with his friends and even freely roam around New Guy's PC. Thus, the cycle has been broken, and the animator and the animation now never have to clash again. 1 year later, on December 15, 2015, the color gang consists of the Second Coming and his new fighting stick figures friends, red, green, blue, and yellow, come across an icon called Minecraft. This icon allows them to access into the world of Minecraft, but only those who wield the Minecraft icon will be granted the power of creative mode and become a god. In this first contact between Minecraft and the stick figures, one of them, Red, would be possessed by a powerful entity called Herobrine that drove Red to do things he wouldn't normally do to everyone and everything around him. Fortunately, the gang defeated the entity, but the door to this world isn't closed just yet. 2 years later, on August 3rd, 2017, another door would be opened for the Color Gang, and that is YouTube. With their first contact with YouTube being fighting with the buffer of YouTube, which the fight ended with the Second Coming uploading Green onto YouTube and destroyed the buffer from its inside. 1 month later, after their encounter with the buffer and almost 2 years after their first interaction with Minecraft, on September 26, 2017, the Color Gang would rediscover the Minecraft icon once more. So, worrying about what's gonna happen at first, after picking up this icon, the Color Gang, seeing that there isn't seem to be any more danger coming from the icon, would start dabbling into the world, starting on December 18th, 2017 onwards. The Color Gang would mess around with the creativity that comes with the Minecraft world. First is a Minecraft building contest. January, a roller coaster. February, trying the arts of potion. March, trying music in Minecraft. April, learning command blocks. And May, engaging in the first PvP between each other. But disaster struck on June 18th, 2018, when Blue and Green decided to venture into the world of Nether, where they met Purple. Around before October 2nd, 2011, a family of 3 stick figures would be given sentience after being uploaded to new ground. The family include Dark Blue, Pink, and Purple. Not long after, on October 2011, the destruction of new ground that are caused by the Dark Lord and the Chosen One would take place, forcing the family to flee, presumably prompting Dark Blue, the father of Purple, to train his son to learn how to protect himself and become an expert combatant like his dad. But this proved to be too much for the young Purple, due to his father's lack of holding back and forceful training, which often lead to fight between Dark Blue and Pink, the mother of Purple, who tried to protect Purple from the forceful training by Dark Blue, so failing each time. After a while, Dark Blue had enough of Purple's incompetence and Pink's interference with the training. He decided to leave the family. Later, Pink would eventually pass away due to an unnamed illness, leaving Purple with no one left in his life. Purple, struck with the recent passing of his mother, knowing that his father might still be out there, decided to take it upon himself and goes on a quest to find and impress his father, starting with taking over a village on a MacBook. Following Purple through a nether portal, Green and Blue found Purples in a village where they would raise enough funds for the village to be able to build a new castle and a statue for Purple as their king. Purple, seeing this, granted Green and Blue the position of a king, as well as inviting them to a realm called the End. Back to the rest of the Color Gang, they would discover the portal before going in it to bring Green and Blue back home. In the end, the 3 kings would discover a structure called Endship, where Purple would found an item called Elytra, before leaving Green and Blue to death for the Ender Dragon's egg, one of the most valuable items in Minecraft. Fortunately, the rest of the Color Gang made just in time to help Green and Blue from falling into the void with a bunch of the villagers. Seeing that the dragon followed something through the portal, the villagers and the Color Gang followed the dragon back to the village, in time to see the destruction, and Purple giving up the egg to the dragon, the egg that he just stole. The villagers disappointed in Purple's action, exiled him out of the village before saying goodbye to the Color Gang. So, the journey wouldn't end here just yet. Yellow, noticing a bunch of other portals, would invite the rest of the Color Gang to check out the realm inside them, which the Color Gang accept the invite, except for the Second Coming, who wanted to go back to New Guy's PC. The fighting stick figures would find themselves in a skyblock world, where the four of them would attempted to survive on. Unfortunately, not long after, the four would be forced to move onto the floating platform blocked off from the rest of the island, which were overran by mobs. The Second Coming, sensing the potential danger the four might be in, tried to follow through the portal, but the portal the four went through would be shut closed by a fireball from a ghast, forcing the Second Coming to go into another portal and separating him from the other four of the Color Gang. The two sides would go on their own adventure, with the Second Coming encountering the Killer Bunny before leaving the bunny to die from his own destruction of his own realm, and the Fighting Stick figures discovering the ocean below the land of Skyblock. The Fighting Stick figure would also discover the Dolphin Kingdom down below, where they would help the kingdom in their mission of retrieving the queen back, and receiving a map that might help them to go home. However, they would later be cornered into a cave by drowned pirates. There, the Fighting Stick figures would lament on the fact that they are now stuck in this cave and might not be able to go back to New Guy's PC and meet Second Coming ever again. Fortunately for them, the cave they were cornered in is the same cave that the Second Coming landed in after being forced back into the portal, reuniting them back all together again. After reuniting, the Color Gang would later find a way out of the cave and back into the portal after defeating the Spider King. Then, they all would destroy the portal to prevent any more events like this from happening again. On August 18th, 2018, the Chosen One would walk in on the Dark Lord working on something that resembled a red spider. The Dark Lord, noticing the Chosen One, would invite him to see what he's working on, which is a virus that can delete something in a blink of an eye. The Chosen One, worried about the Dark Lord's possible intention, tried to stop him, but unfortunately for him, the virus is already complete and is ready to launch. Due to the conflicting interests between the two, this would cause a fight between the Dark Lord and the Chosen One, ending in the Dark Lord successfully launching the virus. The Chosen One, seeing it's too late to stop its launch, decided to fly after the egg. New Guy 3 is working on some animation before the Second Coming asks New Guy if he can help him in animating it, which New Guy accepts the help. After the two finish the rough animation, New Guy would notice something wrong with his PC. The temperature is too high. Shortly after, New Guy would discover the virus egg from the Dark Lord in his task manager, and later on his desktop. The two would try to destroy the virus program from New Guy's PC, but this would lead to the egg cracking. Out comes the Virabot, a spider-like entity that can destroy anything in a blink of an eye, while also having some spider quality in it. Due to the nature of his ability and programming, the Virabot would destroy New Guy's cursor, and any chances of New Guy recovering his cursor, preventing any assistance from the Animator for the Color Gang. Before the Color Gang got destroyed by the Virabot, the Chosen One would appear, after lasering his way into New Guy's PC. The Chosen One would later destroy the Virabot with his immense power, nodding to his creator and former tormentor before going back to the alternate to find and eliminate the Dark Lord, with the Color Gang following him shortly after. The Chosen One would immediately go to fight the Dark Lord after fighting him in his computer lab. While the two was fighting, the Color Gang went into the computer lab to find any information about what is happening, accidentally activating the portal to the World Wide Web, causing significant disadvantage for the Chosen One, giving the Dark Lord the win on the first fight, after almost 7 years. The Dark Lord would later get a power boost from the wristbands of power, giving him an easier time to take down the Chosen One, but not long after the Dark Lord power boost, Yellow would call in New Guy to help in his cursor form, equalizing the advantage for the Chosen One. So, New Guy is strong and versatile in his cursor movement. The Dark Lord would overwhelm the program with multiple Virabots, disallowing any more assistance from the Animator once again. The Color Gang, seeing that there's no other way, they all would go down and try to help the Chosen One in taking down the Dark Lord and his Virabots. One by one, they would get deleted from the virus. Red, green, blue, and yellow. They would all perish in front of the Second Coming. The second time, the Second Coming would see his friend perishes, with no way for him to help them. But this time, from a fellow stick figure like him. The second coming would be stabbed by the Dark Lord, erasing the second coming from this world, but this has no effects on the stick figure. Like the Chosen One, the second coming is immune to the virus, so the Dark Lord has no choice but to knock out the second coming. Seeing that the two stick figures that have potential to stop him is too weak to do so, the Dark Lord carried out his ultimate goal that are in the makings for 7 years, destroying the whole internet. But the second coming is about to begin. The second coming has now access to true potential, enhancing and engraving with an energy that seems to be called Green Life Particle. The second coming now only has one last thing to do, bringing his friends back. After that, he can now rest down peacefully. The Chosen One now gained a new respect for his successor and for his creator. The Color Gang says goodbye to the Chosen One and goes back to the new guy's PC along with the Animator himself, leaving the Chosen One on a new path, freeing from the destruction caused by the Dark Lord. We will check back on him later. Let's see how our friend's victim is doing, shall we? Victim, still grief-stricken from the death of Missy, would receive an update from Agent and one of the employee of the Rocket Corp victim's company. They both would rediscover the Chosen One, who seems to be teaming up with New Guy for something they don't know. Victim, seeing this, would now connected the dots that the Chosen One might have been in some way, shape, or form working for New Guy, starting his quest to track down the Chosen One, learn everything he knows about New Guy, and learn his relationship with the Animator. Later that day, the Color Gang would meet Purple once more, after they entered a game called League of Legends, where they would defeated Purple once more, and inviting him to play with them fairly this time, after seeing him being sad over his defeat. Later, on July 1st, 2019, the Second Coming would come across a game called Pokemon and defeated the Pokemon trainer Ethan, receiving the respect from the trainer and become the league champion. Later again, on November 9th, 2019, the Second Coming would coming into contact with another property of Nintendo, being the Super Mario Bros., along with the rest of the Color Gang. They all would then proceed to complete all the challenges by the Marios from various installments of the franchise, ending with them watching each of the Color Gang completing each levels from the Super Mario Bros. Games. After presumably taking a break from the Minecraft stuff for a little while, the Color Gang is now back to mess around with the Minecraft world, beginning on February 15, 2020, where Yellow teaches the rest of the Color Gang on the function of the redstone. After that, they would have a note block battle on around March 11th, 2020, build battle on April 11th, 2020, messing around with texture packs on June 13th, 2020, and discovering the world of Lucky Blocks on September 6th, 2020. Unbeknownst to them, another major event would happen once more. On June 12, 2021, Blue addiction with the Nether Wards would propel him to sneakily build a Nether portal and goes to ventures through the realm of Nether once more, but now in a new landscape, and finding friends with the new mobs called Piglins along the way. However, the rest of the Color Gang would quickly catch on to the fact that Blue is now once again travel into the realm of the Nether. Whilst the Color Gang was trying to track Blue down, Blue would eventually gain total respect from the piglins after saving their youngest and finding the Nether Fortress. But shockingly, there's no more Nether wards left in the fortress for Blue. The Color Gang would eventually arrive to the fortress and given the location of Blue by the piglins hordes. But they were a little too late. Blue has already been taken away by a mysterious person, and one by one, after entering the portal that Blue has been let into by the mysterious person, they would disappear. The second coming and a heroic pig would be the only two left of the Color Gang, and they would go into the portal together to see what has happened, discovering that Yellow and Red has been turned into an animal before the three engages in a fight, ending in the pig getting kidnapped, but also discovering Green as a bamboo. The four then found the witch, with the potion that allowed her to disguise herself or others as different objects or mobs before the two sides engages in a fight, freeing Blue as a piston in the process, allowing him to be able to replicate the potion the witch made. The witch manages to get the upper hand due to her proficient fighting skill and her mastery in potions, but this victory would be cut short by the pig who has drank all the potion that fell over from the chest, defeating the witch and returning the Color Gang back to normal. However, before they can go back home, the Color Gang would once again meet Purple, collecting flowers. Seeing that they has developed a better relationship, Purple asked him to follow him through a portal to do something. The second coming, however, is worried that this might end up like last time, where they got separated from each other. He proposed that they all just go back home, but before they can, they see Purple being sad once again. Feeling bad, the Color Gang would go back to follow Purple through the portal. The Color Gang will see that the reason Purple brought them here is to have them play parkour. But the Color Gang would also soon realize that there's something fishy going on before it engages into a fight with the Piglin brutes. We cut to Purple perspective. He has brought Heroic Pig to a bastion, kneeling before the ruler of the bastion, King Orange. Around 2020, Orange and his son, Gold, are having a usual normal day, messing with each other and just overall having fun. That night, the town has held a festival. Seeing this could be a good way to spend the day with his beloved son, Orange took Gold to the festival. There, they have done various things, watching a live performance, trying some cool accessories, and buying some stuff from the festival. So, something catches Gold's eyes. A Minecraft booth. Seeing his son wanting to go into the booth, Orange, though a little concerned, allowed Gold to go play in the booth. Things start off normal. Gold having fun in the Minecraft world while also being projected on the screen for Orange to see how his son is doing. But things would only go wrong from here. An error in the machine operating the booth would occur, corrupting and crashing the game and erasing Gold from existence in front of Orange's eyes. In just one error, his son is gone. This thing has taken his only family away from him, and it should be destroyed. Orange then goes on a quest to find the thing that is capable enough to destroy Minecraft, though nothing seems to be powerful enough to destroy the game, until Orange discovered the Minecraft icon, a powerful object that would grant the wielder a power equate to a god, and a power to destroy Minecraft, but the location of the icon is unknown. Orange, after asking around, would see TV displaying the Color Gang going up against Red, who is wielding the Minecraft icon. That is his ticket to succeeding his mission. Orange would then print out a wanted poster finding the Color Gang. This poster would catch Purple's attention. After showing its connection to the Color Gang, Orange would team up with Purple and take over the Bastion, after going through the portal and becoming the King Orange. While Purple reporting the success of trapping the Color Gang and kidnapping the pig, Green would manages to dig out of the obsidian room and escape. but would unfortunately be captured by King Orange soon after. The Second Coming and Red would later be transported to an unknown desert after messing with the beacon teleportation, while Yellow and Blue flee to a village realms after being chased down by the Piglin brutes. Arriving at the village, Blue and Yellow would discover the food problem in the village before they found the Titan Ravager as the culprit of the problem by it destroying the village. Soon after, they found out that the Ravager are only looking for food to eat, so they began to build an auto harvesting machine so they can provide more food for the Titan Ravager. Red and the Second Coming are stranded in the desert, devoid of any foods and any peaceful mob. Due to the lack of food and strandedness, the two will start fighting over who fault is it that brought them into this situation, and they both would started to get physical with each other. After a long fight and discovering the new mangrove cave, the two would made up and decided to rest for a little bit. Yellow has constructed the food machine that would shoot foods into the Ravager mouth and would also discover that the Titan also wanted various type of food for its meal. Knowing this, the villagers would start to help Yellow and Blue in feeding the Titan and planting new crops. And soon, the Ravager is filled and went away. However, the celebration would be short-lived after seeing the arrival of the two others, Titan Ravager. But the two get erased shortly after by King Orange, who has just arrived and brought the two into a portal. The Second Coming and Red would found a player by the name Alex Crafter 28. Seeing that they can go through into the player's desktop, the two sprinted and jumped on through onto his PC before emailing themselves back to Nugai's PC. Luckily, before seeing that, Purple has also arrived out of the portal. Greenwood found a way to break himself and the pig out, while Red and the Second Coming is trying to figure out Purple's intention, and King Orange is also gaining trust from Yellow and Blue. So, Greenwood break into the throne room and reveal the King's true intention, sparking a fight between them and King Orange, while Red and the Second Coming engages in a fight against Purple after knowing Purple's goal of stealing the Minecraft icon. Orange, trapping most of the Color Gang and obtaining the Minecraft icon, it's time for him to initiate the final part of his plan, destroying the Minecraft world. But it also led to him straining the relationship he built with Purple, due to King Orange being too focused on his goal that he rejects any outside distraction. That led him to blasting Purple down after he wanted to use the staff too. Fortunately for the Color Gang, the Second Coming has obtained another Minecraft icon from Alex Crafter 28, freeing the rest of the Color Gang and halting King's Orange mission by engaging into a fight with him. Purple, still wanting to help King Orange to succeed, tried to fly away from the Color Gang but was pulled in the last second. The King decided to not help. Purple, heartbroken from being abandoned once more, take off his elytra and jump down to the portal down below. Green, though being warned by Yellow to not follow Purple, decided to do it anyway, both to not let him get away and see what his end goal is. So, the black hole created by King Orange is still active, pulling things toward itself. Red was pulled into a portal leading to the monster school realm. Yellow and Blue manages to went into the portal leading to the village, while also snatching a command block from King Orange. And the Second Coming manages to deactivate the black hole, knocking out King Orange for the time being, and also resulting in the Second Coming being blasted into a portal leading to the deep dark. After being blasted into the deep dark, the Second Coming met the Warden, the Guardian of the Deep Dark, a powerful being that only reacts to sounds. While being chased by the Warden, the Second Coming manages to get some supplies, which are a stick, a candle, and a book, and also an enchanted golden apple. After being cornered into a cave, the Second Coming decided to read the contents of the book, making a flute and play the musical notes inside, resulting in the Second Coming friending the Warden and getting a new teammate to help the Color Gang to defeat King Orange. They go on to face King Orange and was able to overpower the King for quite some times, before King Orange manages to retrieve one of the Minecraft icon. Red was brought into a monster school where he met a bunch of mob attending the school, but also reuniting with Herobrine, who are the sole teacher of the school. Though Herobrine didn't recognize Red, he still let Red come in to study in his class. There, Red goes through multiple tests from Herobrine, while also being bullied by the other mobs, before being grouped together with the other three lowest performers in the class, being Skeleton, Andy, and Spider. Due to the conflicting interests between the monster trio and Red, Red tried to escape back into the portal, but he then felt bad for leaving his teammate behind. And seeing how bad the team is, Red decided to go back and help the monster trio. Due to the teamwork four of them have between each other would result in them winning over all the other teams. And Red would also gain respect from Skeleton, Andy, and Spider. With the four now becoming great friends with each other, they would all go back into the portal and join in to fight against King Orange. So the Second Coming, the Warden, and the four manages to knock back King Orange. This would result in the King retrieving the second Minecraft icon, becoming more powerful than anyone could imagine. After being back to the village, the two along with the rest of the villager would be captured and forced into a cave by the illagers, who wanted to rob the village of its resources. Seeing that the two are back, the villagers would welcome back to this realm. Yellow, seeing that the villagers might be able to help him reconstruct a staff similar to that of the kings, requests the help from two of the villagers, while Blue helped them gather resources and train the warriors among the village to fight back against the illagers. With the warriors now being well trained in combat and yellow staff being constructed, they are ready to take back the village. While Blue and the melee warriors fight against the illagers, one Fletcher wielding a bow and Yellow would go into a cave residing the Titan Ravager and recruited to help them fight against the Illagers and later King Orange. After convincing the Titan Ravager to help them in taking the village back and getting revenge on King Orange, the Titan manages to scare off the Illagers to ever come back and pillage the village again. Back to the castle, King Orange shown off the new Shadow Duplicate ability and some enhances he got from wielding two of the icons and overpowered the Second Coming, Warden, Red, and the Monster Trio, but Blue and Yellow manages to make it back in time. Though, with the duplication ability, King Orange create another set of the duplicates to overpower them once more, retrieving his staff and combining the icons into 4D, and reactivate the black hole once again, nearing victory once more. Until... Green, after arriving into the world of musical mobs, would learn the way of note blocks and unlocking his own musical voice via asking around for the whereabouts of Purple, culminating into him finding Purple on a mountain. While asking for why Purple is doing this and whether is he good or evil, Green would be brushed off multiple times before Purple, seeing there's no way to go, decided to give in and explain why he is doing this. He sees King Orange like a father figure. After being exiled from the village and failing in his first mission, seeing that he can have another opportunity to impress someone else that are like a father to him, he took that chance and tried to help King Orange in every way he can. But he would be betrayed by King Orange. He would be betrayed by his father figure once again. Seeing that there's no one left for him to fight for, he ran away into the note block dimension, blaming himself for everything that has transpired. Green, knowing that there can still be some good left inside Purple and some good for Purple to do, he forgave Purple and gave him his Elytra back. Now feeling there's someone left in this world that care for him as much as he cared for them, he joined the Color Gang's mission in taking down King Orange, flew through the portal, and manages to take the staff away from King Orange. After Purple and Green returns, King Orange would engages into a final fight against the Color Gang, now with Purple on their side and some more teammates. To Purple lack of mastery in the ways of the staff, King Orange manages to take back the staff before engaging into another fight, but this time against the powerful Herobrine. Discovering this ability, he manages to overwhelm Herobrine and absorb any teammates of the Color Gang, except for Purple, before starting to absorb the whole Minecraft world. The Color Gang and Purple, seeing there's no other way now, decided to give everything they got to stop King Orange from succeeding. So, none of them can come close. Purple, so, is still determined to stop King Orange. Knowing that this can be the last chance for him to be redeemed one last time, he decided to flew head-on against King Orange. The king is not giving up on this plan, and he keep blasting Purple. But he would realize something. cannot stand to let this happen again. King Orange then sacrificed himself to the glitches to save Purple, the last person who he can call his son. The Color Gang, seeing the staff is now free to use, they would run back to the portal onto the desktop to return the icon back to its rightful place and stop the erasure, being assisted by the piglins they met from the beginning. The fighting stick figures would manages to hand over the staff onto the second coming, allowing him to put it into the portal. King Orange wake up in a white void, with his home in front of him. Going inside is empty, before a drawing started to be made on the wall, revealing the things King Orange was actually doing. It wasn't helping his own son. It only hurts the innocent lives getting in the crossfire, including Purple. Orange begging for the drawing to stop, break through the walls of his own home. Seeing Purple in a black void, surrounded by the flowers, that reminded Purple of his own mother. Orange, seeing that he can start a new way of life and redeem himself after what he has done to Purple, ran to Purple and hugged him, finally giving Purple what he wanted the most, a love from a father figure. The second coming would manages to restore everything back to its old state, separating the two icons and deactivating the black hole. Orange, after being restored, is remorseful of his own action, with the second coming forgiving Orange for what he has done. With everyone back, the Warden is now officially a student of the monster school. Titan Ravager getting his family back, the pig being restored to the Color Gang, Purple would ask to live with Orange, and Orange accepts his request. Starting a new life, with Orange getting an adopted son, and Purple finally having a father figure who care about him. The Color Gang would return back the icons to its original places, before finishing off this journey with a good meal by Blue, with its signature nut awards, the thing that started this whole entire journey. On November 26, 2021, the Color Gang would have an encounter against some of the characters from the arcade game, before befriending them and combining all of them into a new game for the gang to play on the machine. Hey, let's go see how our good friend, the Chosen One, is doing, shall we? The Chosen One, so free from the path of destruction that he was on with the Dark Lord, cannot escape from the consequences of his past destruction, leading to him now being chased by, unbeknownst to him, Victim's mercenaries. Consist of Agent, a longtime friend of Victim, who now wield an Animator UI-like gadget. Ballista, a pixelated stick figure who can shapeshift. Primal, a stick figure resembling a cave drawing with an exceptional strength and constantly shifting body. And Hazard, pictogram stick figure resembling the humanoid on various signs with an exceptional hand-to-hand combat speed and the ability to electrocute things. So, the Chosen One can possibly take on one of them one by one. With some struggles, the mercenaries also have the hoverbikes that can shoot glitched bombs that can heavily damage something that it come in contact with, giving the mercenary the ability to safely injure and weaken the Chosen One from far away, and the ability that allowed them to catch up with the Chosen One. Due to the Chosen One being outnumbered and not wanting to fight anyone anymore, he is forced to flee from the mercenaries to seek help from the Color Gang, while also disabling some of the mercenaries' chance to follow him onto New Guy's PC. The Chosen One appear on New Guy's PC, while also being heavily injured from the glitch bombs. He seek the help of the Second Coming, due to how powerful the Second Coming was when he was using his full potential. Even though the Second Coming is still confused on what the Chosen One is talking about, the black stick figure, seemingly in a rush, kidnapped the Second Coming to assist him in a fight against the mercenaries, while the rest of the Color Gang followed them from behind. The mercenaries chased after the Chosen One after spotting the stick figure trying to fly away after leaving New Guy's PC. The mercenary manages to electrocute the Chosen One, rendering him powerless and leaving only the Second Coming to fight back against them. Before the Second Coming utilized the pencil tool to assist him in the fight via creating animals and tools for the Second Coming, but his animation still aren't enough to overwhelm each of the mercs before the agent engages in a one-on-one fight with the Second Coming to test the pencil tool's ability and how good at fighting the Second Coming really is. So the Second Coming put up a good fight. Agent is still stronger due to the Second Coming being in his base form, and the Animator tool assisting the agent, ending the fight with pausing the Second Coming and taking the pencil tool from him, just in time for the rest of the Color Gang to arrive and seeing their beloved friends being taken away. Now it is time for the Color Gang to save the Second Coming, like how he saved them before. After the mercs arrive at Victim's corporation, they have the employee locked away, the Second Coming, and putting the Chosen One into a box, waiting for the victim to come in for questioning about New Guy and the Chosen One relationship with him. Before that happened, the rest of the Color Gang manages to track down Victim Corporation, while the employees are starting a test on how to use the pencil tool, like the Second Coming, and escorted the Second Coming out of his jail cell. When the Chosen One being unfroze, he tried to break out, but it proven to be futile due to the box's advanced technology features, and not before long, Victim started the interrogation methods, which are a series of physical abuse against the Chosen One, before trying and get the Chosen One to obey to their demand, while the Second Coming is getting tested on to see how he made the animation to come alive. Victim succeeding in making the Chosen One stop resisting, started to interrogate the stick figure to try to fish out information that he has on his creator. But the Chosen One refused to cooperate, so the victim decided to use the memory machine to read through the Chosen One's memories, while the Second Coming is also being escorted back to his own jail cell. There, both of them saw it, the Second Coming's true power being displayed. But they cannot be shocked for too long. They close the space between the cells bar to not allow the Second Coming to see anything, and quickly went to find more information, discovering the rest of the Color Gang. Fortunately in time for them to arrive at the corporation and being easily taken care of by the agent, adding another helpful asset for the victim in the goal of finally taking revenge on his very own creator. The Color Gang are now back, once more, to mess around with the world of Minecraft, after the final battle with the King Orange almost over 3 years ago, by revisiting the old stuff they have messed around with before, like Node Block, Lucky Blocks, and Rails for a minecart, encountering some old foes and friends along the way. It seems like that this time, they wouldn't get into any more trouble. On September 1st, 2024, the Color Gang will start messing around with the recording, editing, and uploading videos onto YouTube. They were able to create a channel and upload a video onto the platform. After being satisfied with the first video, they would later get to producing another video. But the first draft of the editing was left on the ground, with the second draft being uploaded onto YouTube instead, on September 4th, 2024. This would lead the Color Gang to fight against the corrupted video files, before finishing it off by throwing it into a bin. But Green seems to be obsessing with something. On September 11th, 2024, the Color Gang would produce another video for the channel, but now with more people tuning in to the channel. Green seems to be taking more of a control over the recording and editing sections more to satisfy what the viewers want. Green would later take the Color Gang to the Minecraft world to do a vlog for the channel, capturing some moments for the channel. But instead of trying to spend more time with his friends, Green is noticeably more obsessed with portraying the video to be more YouTube-like, with intros, outros, and overall ruining some fun and moments that was going on before he pressed record. He later uploaded the video on September 13th, 2024. With his channel blowing up, he is now even more obsessed with the numbers and text on screen more than ever. And he's now trying more and more to do more what the viewers want and do only quality contents, no silly stuff. In the process, ruining the funds that the gang have when they were just starting the channels. And this wouldn't stop here. Around October 1st, 2024, Green would think of a video idea involving him pranking the gang by dropping them into lava when they thought they were just having a normal picnic, resulting in the gang being upset with Green and souring their relationship. After returning back to New Guy's PC, Green would lock himself in a room to record a video for his sponsorship. But even after uploading his video on October 4th, 2024, Green still didn't go outside to see what is going on, even after hearing an explosion while recording the video. Instead, he still sit there in the dark, scrolling through the YouTube comment section. Soon after, Green would notice the Color Gang jumping around with light fizzling from below, which Green thought they were having fun without him, and recorded the video for his reaction video. Unbeknownst to Green, the rest of the Color Gang were being attacked by the new form of the corrupted video files they fought around a month ago. Not knowing about the attack and still staying inside his dark room, Green would miss his friends and went to cure that sadness by recording another video which involved him touring the Color Gang's house, in hopes of maybe finding his friends, but instead, he only found no one. While the rest of the Color Gang are trying to signaling Green for help, Green is still too focused on recording to notice them in time, before they were all imprisoned by the corrupted files. Green, even though being warned about burning out and suggesting to go hang out with his friends from the river, Green would continuing uploading and recording videos, but he would still misses his friend. After being lonely for 4 days and having some self-reflection, on October 11th, 2024, Green would later realize how much he is destroying himself and his relationship with his friends, after he becoming more obsessed with the views and the impressions from YouTube videos. Green would later decide to take a break, announcing his break and apologizing to all of his friends in a video form, which the gang saw. Green, after going out of his room, would try to find the gang. He later noticed the exploded bin before deducing that they were being attacked by the corrupted files, before he discovered his friends trapped in a glitchy prison below. He tried to feed them. He would later find out that by uploading the files they deleted, they would be able to defeat the creatures. Piece by piece, videos by videos, the corrupted files would be reduced to its original form, from when they were just still having fun with YouTube, with it giving its final file being the first draft of the second video they ever made. Green would be reminded of the times they were still just messing around and having fun with each other, before he became obsessed with the attention from the internet. The Color Gang would be reunited, with all of them forgiving Green for his mistakes, before they went off to go and play basketball with each other, ending the rise and fall of Green's stick figure, and mark the end of the AVA timelines for now. Hello guys, it's me again, Asleep, from the video you just watched. I want to say thank you for watching this video all the way through, because it's one of the video that's almost 1 hour, so yeah, congratulate you for this. This video is mostly just a compilation, as you can tell, but also fixing some editing mistake that I did for the videos of this section. This is my first time doing this series, so if you like it, comment down below. If you don't like it, then comment down below too. So I just want to see how well this does. The next video will be a character retrospective. We're gonna return back to our root, but not Madness Combat, though that's gonna come later after this character retrospective is done. So yeah, look forward to that. Subscribe, like this video if you like, dislike if you don't. Join membership, I guess, if you want to support me. See y'all later. Have a good day.